I'm by name Divine Excellence Samuel. I'm a spoken word artist. I'm here for spoken word. Thank you. Come, let me tell you about your country. I have a story to tell you. On October 1st, 2017, gunman pulled the trigger. 3 good time piercing bullets into the chest of my brother. With tears in my eyes, with blood on my hands, freed in my heart, I screamed out, "Mother!" But there was no one there to answer. So the gunman moved closer, pointing the gun to my head and asked me, "Do you surrender?" In panic and trembling, I answered, "I surrender." He responded, "Good. Take off your clothes, lay down there, we're going to have a good time together." And I responded, "Never." Again, he pulled the trigger, but this time up in the air. He gave me a furious stare. I tried to run, but he said, "Don't you dare." So I broke down in fear. I looked at my brother, watched him shed his last tears. At that point, I pinched myself so hard, wishing it was a nightmare, because it was too much for me to bear. I was only 15, but at that point, my age didn't mean a thing, because all the gunman wanted to do was to get in between. He got hold of me, tearing my clothes piece by piece, pounding on me anytime I tried to resist. He prayed and devoured me like a beast. And when he was done having his feast, he left me there like a piece of shit. At that point, I looked up to the sky, with tears in my eyes, with pain in my heart, and I asked God, why? Why? Why do I have to pay for a war I didn't start? Why? It's been 9 years counting today, and my nation still bleeds from the wound afflicted on our children, all because of greed. Every victim is crying out. We need peace. Come. I say come, don't be tired. Your country, Nigeria, has a lot to be had. They say education is the key. But these days, this key seems useless. Because why have keys when there is no doors? They say we are the leaders of tomorrow. Which tomorrow? Has tomorrow been kidnapped on his way coming? Or has he finally changed his mind to crawl instead of walking? Then what is keeping this tomorrow too late to become? They say we are the leaders of tomorrow. Which leaders? When our leaders of today have sworn to become the leaders of today, leaders of tomorrow, and leaders of next tomorrow. See, Nigerian politics has become a game for the rich. Government has become a chase game that everybody wants to checkmate. When election going nearer, they start fooling our weakest point, which is insecurity. They start fooling us with fake promises, saying security, security, security. But these days, our police station close on time because of insecurity. See, they say we should pay our tax, but at the end of the day, we can barely feed. They throw their scams on preference, but our name never fit the list. Why? Because who cares about the poor? Who cares about our need? They took away our freedom of speech, shut us up and tell the world that we are amateurs. We are not fit to lead. I'm Robert in Agbada, moving around with pot belly, swallow with greed. See, you can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool all the people all the time. We know go greed. See, on this street, we the youth live the harsh reality. And little children having to work just to feed the family. Why? Because daddy and mommy no longer have the capability. Youth dropping out of school. Why? Because education is no longer the key. It is just a formality. See, our youth going astray. Young girls becoming prostitutes. After acquiring all this knowledge, we still remain destitute. See, this education fatigue is just an added name or title, because it does no longer take us to our desired institute. I remain spoken Divine Excellence Samuel. I'm a spoken word artist.